everybody. So we are here making up some lip balm, and then we thought maybe it might be a good idea to show you how to do it, because everybody needs to learn something new sometimes, right? I didn't know. I watched YouTube. So we're gonna put up our own YouTube video, and this is kind of a Burt's Bees recipe that we are experimenting with, and I think we kind of like it. So basically what we're doing is we have our own beeswax that we got from our bees, so we know where the wax came from, so that's kind of nice. I did have to order some shea butter from Amazon, is where I ended up getting it from, but it's the raw and unrefined shea butter. And I ordered my tubes and everything, and I got that. And we also use coconut oil, and we've got the organic, extra virgin, you know, all the right things that it's supposed to say. So that's what we're using for that. And then we also use Young Living oils that we put in them at the end. So here goes the process. We'll kind of show you how it goes. So I have my little helper in here, and the girls kind of take turns because this is the tedious part of it when you have a solid block of beeswax. Can you show us your beeswax? Yep. So we melted it down into that form, and now we're having to shave it apart so it'll melt easier once we're putting it in the double boiler. So Kaylee is getting 2 tablespoons of beeswax, and I think you got it. And so we put it into a designated Pyrex dish that we have. We don't do anything else with it except use it for melting our wax and making our lip balm here. And then I'm going to measure out 2 tablespoons of the shea butter. We have everything in our Pyrex dish here. We're going to come over here and put it into a pan of, it's already hot water. I'm going to get it back to boiling again, which won't take very long because it's pretty warm. And then we just watch it until it melts. Okay, so as you can tell, we're starting to almost boil here in the water. And we're melting here in our Pyrex dish, which we're basically just making a double boiler. And I used a craft stick that I cut down to a nice skinny stick because you don't want to use your cooking utensils and getting beeswax all stuck on it and stuff, and it's kind of hard to get it off. So that's what we use, but I guess chopsticks work just as good, is what I've been told by some pretty knowledgeable people. And here you can kind of see it all just melting down now. Okay, we're getting pretty close here. See our little beeswax chunks are almost all gone. It's kind of neat how fast it just dissolves. This part can be very hot on your hands, so wouldn't really recommend letting little kids do this part. Okay, we're almost there. Did you see how fast that went? We've got just 1 or 2 more little chunks. And then we're going to want to take this off. There we go. See? We did it. We're going to want to take this off and let it cool for just a couple seconds here. So as it's not under cooking temperature anymore, before we add our essential oils to it. we'll just let that cool. And like I said, I like to use Young Living. We're gonna use peppermint today. It gives it nice minty, Christmassy, yummy, tingly feelings on your lips. That's cool, just a little bit, because we don't want to heat our oils, otherwise it loses all their properties that make them so wonderful. Okay, and so for this recipe we're going to use 20 drops of peppermint. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Nice. And then just give it a quick stir to mix it all in there. And then we're going to pour it into our tubes. As you can tell, we've already started on some. And I have one that's halfway full, so I'm going to start with that one and finish it off. And then we'll pour into these others. Okay. And I like to put it on wax paper, so if any spills over, then it's pretty easy to clean up. All right. Let me see if I can get my assistant to record. Okay. So this is the steady hand part. And hopefully I won't make too big of a mess. And you just, oh, yep, I'm making a mess again. Not pouring as nice as it did the first time. Okay. Wow, what a mess I'm making. I think I must be under pressure. Okay. Then I have also these little lip balm containers that you can fill up as well. Okay, there we go. And then you just let them cool.